everyone. Okay, so today I am going to give you guys a little book haul. In all my spare time and like my classes and everything, I always went to like a bookstore or something and I always found something and just bought it because I love reading books and all these books just seem so interesting to me and I can't wait to just like read them. So let's get started. So at first I wanted to have like because I decided not to read books during my school semester because I wanted to focus on school, but then I realized that just doing that I'm going to drive myself mental, so I decided that I'm just going to buy books and read them later on and like read them during the school year. And I decided to like started off like reading something light. So the first book that I picked up was Shelter by Harlan Coben, and but this is the second book because I bought the second book as well because the first book was really good and then I bought the second one. But before I got the second one I started a different book, but this book is like a really nice light read and it's very fun and interesting and it's mysterious and awesome. The second book is Eye of Mines by James Dashner. He also wrote Maze Runner, if you're wondering why that name sounds familiar. But his first book was like so freaking good. I'm not going to tell you all the information and everything about the books. I'm going to put them all in the description below so then you can check them out if you want to. But yeah, I think this book was really good and I'm reading this one right now. And this book is so good and I can't believe that I have to wait until next year to read the third book. Like, God. Anyways, and then I always have like, I've been like meaning so bad to like, that made no sense, but I've really been meaning to read the all the John Green books. After I read Fault in Our Stars and I was just like, shit, I want to read all of them. So I bought all of them, but I still have not read all of them. But I need to, cause God. But I have Paper Towns. I stole this from my school library. Badass. I also have Looking for Alaska, which Tumblr is so in love with. But I want to read this really badly. It just seems like it's going to be so amazing. I was just like, I have to read college books. Now that I'm in college, I can't read any more high school books. So, that's that. And I also have An Abundance of Katherines. I think this book sounds absolutely adorable and I really can't wait to read it. I also started buying a whole bunch of comics. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I always said that I wasn't going to buy any comics until I move out and I have my own space for my comics and everything. But I feel like that's so fucking stupid. I want to read comics now. I want to get all up in the DC universe instead of like reading my Marvel and DC encyclopedias or just googling shit. So I'm just gonna start reading comics, and I feel like this is just like a nice starter for all of my obsession because hopefully you guys know that I'm obsessed with books and that's why I keep buying them. But I bought Deadpool and this is a complete collection. Yeah, it's a complete collection of Deadpool. Has like it's like so many comics in one book and I'm really excited. Okay, Deadpool. I love Deadpool. Who doesn't love Deadpool? He's fucking hilarious. Justice League. I'm trying to see like, oh, this is the New 52. Justice League, the New 52. You can't really see it because there's a glare because I'm right by a window. Sorry. Batman, also the New 52. Batman and Superman. My bad. I'm sorry. In my mind I said it. Thanos, Infinity Revelation. Why couldn't I pronounce that when I first saw it? But yeah. Thanos. My nephew is so obsessed with Thanos. He's obsessed with Guardians of the Galaxy. Got a Harley Quin. Can you see it? There we go. Harley Quin. The New 52. Are all of them New 52? Okay, so I don't want anyone to be mad at me, but this is my first like reading comics and everything, so if you're gonna get mad at me, please don't. I'm starting up. I'm gonna learn everything, hopefully. If you have any tips or pointers or anything, please let me know. I'm starting this out. Don't get mad at me. I have Injustice, Gods Among Us. Why couldn't I say that? Among Us, Year 2, Volume 1. So there's a second one. Now I'm gonna express my dumbness because I really don't know. I'm starting this out, and I have Batman New 52, and it also came with a mask. Let me show this properly. It came with a mask. I'm not putting it on, but it came with a mask. And that's like the number one reason why I bought it. That was the first comic that I bought because of the mask, and I got excited. So yeah, I'm also gonna try and read Harry Potter finally, because I love Harry Potter, but I never read the books. I always just watch the movies, and I go to anything Harry Potter. I even have Hermione's wand. But I'm gonna start reading Harry Potter. I have the first one, The Sorcerer's Stone. Okay. And these two authors are one of my favorite authors because they wrote one of my most favorite books. Like, I think, no, that book is actually my favorite book. My favorite book is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares that I really cannot find. I probably let someone borrow it because that book is absolutely amazing. But Rachel Cohn and David Levithan, I always pronounce his name Leviathan. They also wrote Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, and they wrote my favorite book, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. So I wanted to see if maybe this book is equally as good as Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, because that book is so good. And if you want a book to read for this season, you should read that book. That book is so good. I am so obsessed with that book. I love that book so much. This is a book that I like, dystopian. I can't forget it. I'm not even gonna do it. I love books like this. You guys know what kind of books these are. The Young World by Chris Weitz. I can't pronounce last names. Okay, I thought this book was interesting, and I felt like it's gonna be like one of those lovey-dovey, kissy-kissy books, and I thought that was gonna be cute, even though it's like also post-apocalyptic, which is also exciting. So, no, I had it in my head, and it didn't come out from my mouth. This book, to me, and the next book, it seems like really cool to me, and it's Endgame, The Calling. There's also a game inside the game for you to inside the book for you to play along with the game in the book. If you read the description of this book, you'll kind of like better understand. This is by James Frey and Nils Johnson-Shelton. This book is like so freaking, it sounds really good. And there's also too many words for me to read. But there's a game inside this book for you to play along with the game that's in the book. Oh, inceptioned your mind, son, this book, yo. I'm done. And everyone keeps talking about Fifth Wave. Like, I keep hearing stuff about it. So I bought the first and the second book to start reading. People talk about this book like it's like a maze, and I keep seeing it everywhere. And me and Miriam, you know Miriam, my best friend. If you don't know her, she's the only white girl in any of my videos. Truth be told, she is. Like, we have a thing that if we see a book way too many times, we're kind of like, maybe I should read it, maybe not. But we keep seeing it, then that book is probably like the best book that you go into reading in your life. So that's what happened with Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. I kept seeing that book everywhere, and I read it, and I thought that book was the best book ever. So, yeah, hopefully these books will do justice. If not, I am returning. I never return books. I hate some books, and I never return them. I have issues. I also want to start reading Wicked by Gregory. I didn't say what the other book. Fifth Wave is written by Rick Yancey. Either way, it's all going to be in the description below for you to copy and paste or do whatever you will. Anyways, I want to start reading The Wicked. I wanted to see the play this summer, but I didn't start reading the book yet. So I need to read these books. Okay, I'm going to set myself a goal to finish just these books, and plus the additional books that I have have not shown you guys yet, to finish all of these books by next summer. And I'm sure I can do that. This is actually a lot of books. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm crazy. And this is Dorthy Must Die. I don't know what, I think I lost the cover for this book. Like I don't know what it's called. The sleeve of this book. I can't find it anywhere. But it's by Danielle Paige. And this book just sounds interesting. Dorthy Must Die. What? Okay. Now going into the romancy cuddles kissy kiss. I'm done. Okay. This is Eleanor and Park. I read what this book is going to be about, and it just seems so adorable. I didn't see this before. Why didn't I ever open this book? This looks so cute. Look at that. I never opened the book before. That's really bad. But yeah, this looks so cute. I feel like this is gonna be like one of those books that just like destroys you from the inside out. And after I read this book, then I'm just gonna be sad and cuddling by myself, drinking tea and crying. Yeah, I feel like that book is gonna be so sad. But anyways, a friend of mine got me this book for my birthday or Christmas. I actually can't remember, but my birthday is close to Christmas, so my birth Christmas. Anyways, this is The Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. The funny thing about this book is that I was looking at this book like online. I was thinking about getting it, and I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll get it. But at the time, I didn't have enough money to get the book. And then, like, my friend did not know that I wanted this book, but he got it for me. And I was just like, yo, he reads my mind. That's awesome. And weird. People should not read my mind. But I was really excited when he got me that book. The next book, this is like my favorite author for romance novels, and it's Susane Colasanti. And this book is by Susane Colasanti, and it's called Now and Forever. I have read each and every one of her other books. You see all of those? When I was like bored in school, I read all of these, and I love them so much. Each and every one of her books were my Achilles heel, I guess. I love them, and I can't wait to read this one. I love her book so much. Next book is something that I am actually kind of also excited for. Zoe Sugg has written a book, and I know that I don't know her, or she doesn't even know that I exist ever. But I kind of get like really excited when like YouTubers like come out with like a new product, a new book, or anything. And I've bought like all of the YouTubers' books because I just get really excited because I'm like, I could write a book one day, and that could be me buying the book. I feel like YouTubers should support each other. And I also have Alfie Deyes' book, and I have Grace Helbig's. My pen just fell on the floor. But yeah, I have everyone's books, and it just gets me really excited. And I love like reading like novels and everything, so I'm excited that Zoe has written one, and I know that there's gonna be a part 2 to this one, and I can't wait to read that. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. This really excites me. Yeah, girl online. Yeah. Last but of course not least, okay, so let me explain to you a little thing. So after I read The Hunger Games, I don't want you guys to see it, I'll put it down. After I read The Hunger Games, I was just like searching for a book that was similar to The Hunger Games, that was equally as good. Because I read a book that was like absolute shit, and it was like a bit close to The Hunger Games. They try and squeeze in a love triangle or some bullshit. It was just so stupid. But this author has written a trilogy that was amazeballs, and I was so excited to finish, and it was like so perfect to finish it. Alright, let me explain this even way better. The book The Legend by Mary Lou, she written like a trilogy, and the way she ended off that trilogy was just so perfect and amazing. But of course it was like way better than the ending of Divergent. But the way she ended off, it was just like so perfect, and you have to love this author. She's like so amazing. I absolutely love the legend, and she came out with a new book called The Young Elites, and I can't wait to start this one. I am so excited. I might read this one after I read the book that I'm reading now that I can't find. Yeah, The Rule of Thoughts. After I read this one, then I think I'm gonna go for this one, because I really cannot wait to get this book started. But I also kind of want to be like, oh, let me wait until I can read the second book also, like I did with this one. But I can't wait to read it. I feel like it's gonna be so good. I had to wait, when the legend came out, I had to wait, like I read the first one and I was like, shit, this is good, and I had to wait for the second one, and then I had to wait for the third one. I had to do that with legend, and I might have to do it again, but I feel her books are so good. I really do. I love it. I love it so much. Favorite authors: Rachel Cohn, David Levithan, Susane Colasanti, and Mary Lou. My 3 all-time, well, right now, favorite authors. I also love, like, you know, I can't remember her name, but, you know, childhood authors. The author of Judy B. Jones, and can't remember. This is a book called Forever. I can't remember her name, but I'm gonna put it in the description, and that's the author that I'm talking about. There you go. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna end it here because I have no more books to show you guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like it, please give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye!